What a night for a fight! We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson. What else can you say about this guy? Let's just cut right to the numbers. 147 pounds, 5'11", reach 72.4 inches. And he'll be going up against Sugar Ray Leonard. Always fit and trim, 145 pounds, 5'9" tall with a reach of 70.5.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York. Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is the night. Everybody's looking forward to this night. The heat, the atmosphere, you could cut it with a knife.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Solid punch. That right hand hurt. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. So much firepower here.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land.
Good work.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Look at him now. Don't let him get back into this fight. Come on, you got this. Don't let him off the hook.
Let him take back the fight. Don't let him get that confidence back. He's going to be...
Get that confidence. He's going to be stretching out his gas tank now. Keep whacking him to the body. Keep taking away that air. Every time you see him get a big deep breath, bang him downstairs.
Just breath in. Don't let him get back into this fight.
Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now that in the first minute...
Keep him busy with the jab, working behind the jab, and then let your shot...
Behind the jab, and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into this fight.
Let him off the hook. Just keep on top of it.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be...
About his gas tank now. Keep whacking him to the body. Keep taking away that air, and every time you see him take a...
They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
These are my kind of fights, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Look at that right hand. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Suck it up. You're tired, but you're not tired. You've done so much work.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The straight right just misses. The straight right just misses. Defense is not an option for these two. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That jab had to hurt. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Knackered. Hook him behind the jab and then let your shots go. Don't let him get back into
Now, in this first minute of the next round, that you get on top of him. Keep him busy with the...
Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stretching out his gas tank now. Keep whacking into the body. Keep taking away that air. Every time you see him,
Let him take back the fight. Don't let him get that confidence back.
stop him from getting that breath in. Don't let him get back.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. A swing and a miss with that jab.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. He's landed everything he's got, but he can't get him out of there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely got his shot. There's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
That jab misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Every time you see him get a big deep breath, bang him downstairs.
It's so important now in this first minute of the next round that you get on top of it.
And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Well done with that counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Both of these fighters have had their moments. The straight right just misses.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Look at him. He is absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered.
Get into the body. Keep taking away that air.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A very competitive round here so far. The straight right just misses.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which fighter will say no mas? Holding nothing back here in the round. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
That's it. Good defense. That's it.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Come on, you got this. Don't let him off the hook.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. This has been a very competitive round between these two. No, we don't see. Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go. He takes a step back, recalibrates himself, and goes right after him again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Sugar Ray is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Well done with that counter shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't find a home with that jab. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do anything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Straight right, just misses. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. The old liver shot will buckle your knees.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
We didn't know who was going to win, and in the end, no one did win. This fight ends in a draw.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
Welcome into the WBC arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters. Vasily Lomachenko. He's 5'6" tall, weighing in at an even 130 pounds. That's a lightweight limit, and he's got a reach of 65 inches.
Yeah, if you've got a brawl that's in front of you, that's going to put you under pressure, get to your ribs and get close, you've got to be fast on your feet. If you've got the height and the reach, which I always go for, I depend on that. But if someone is going to push you back, keep pushing you down, you're going to be under pressure. Don't get stuck in the corner, because if you do, you're out of there.
And here he is in the flesh. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it. There can only be one, Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Won't score with that right uppercut. Just missed with that jab. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Scoring hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he misses with that straight left. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that... They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter-fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. The courage on display here is incredible.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
And he misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He threw a punch. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start having this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Nice counter. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Not a lot of punch output. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he misses with that straight left. So much for boxing. This is a fight. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you...
And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Can't land the jab there. Unlucky to miss with that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You couldn't write a script. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Right, don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Just breathe and relax. Right, this next...
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They blocked the left there. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knock. They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Jab slightly off target. Punch, counter punch. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Can't land the jab there. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he misses with, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
What a fight. What a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself. And you know what? I'm happy it's a draw because nobody deserved to lose and nobody deserved to win. These guys put it on the line.
ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tale of the tape. Kevin Flushing Flash Kelly, 170 centimeters tall and has a reach of 71 inches. Up against them, Jordan Gill, 56.7 kilos, 174 centimeter reach, and he stands 170 centimeters tall.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you do not actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
Here comes the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. We saw in his fight against Prince Nassim Hamed, he's willing to go toe-to-toe and blow for blow. What a battle that was, and we expect something similar here in this one. Jordan the Thrill Gill, fighting out of Cambridgeshire, England. This man won the Commonwealth Featherweight title in 2018 and has his eyes set on another prize.
Oh, pure bad blood.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Flushing, Queens, New York, here is the former amateur great and world title holder, introducing the WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kelly. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Chatteris, England, a Commonwealth featherweight title holder, Jordan the Thrill Gill.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. And there's the bell to start the round. Good right jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. There is not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Left uppercut doesn't score.